In this video, we will start a new topic. We will learn new keywords, new Java language feature, which is sealed and non-sealed classes. These keywords are related to the inheritance. So before we deep dive into the sealed classes, we need to understand why we need them. What is the motivation to use the sealed and non-sealed keywords? What is the problem with the current inheritance hierarchy? If we understand the problem, then we can understand what is a sealed class and what kind of problem is it solving. So let's start. Here we have a class phone which has a single method call. Then we have another class cell phone which is extending the phone, and similarly we have fixed line phone which is inheriting from the phone class. Now we come to the problem, which is basically a new class radio.java, and it is also extending from the phone class. The problem here is that if we apply the is a test, then this radio class fails that test because we know that radio is not a phone. So ideally it should not extend from the phone class. But the problem is there is no way to stop a developer from doing that. Anyone who is writing a new code in the project, he or she certainly can do that. Now, how do we control the inheritance hierarchy? How can we stop certain classes to inherit from the classes that we created? How can we limit the scope of the inheritance? That is the main problem. Now, there is a keyword final, and which is basically used to seal off a class completely, which means that if we have a final class, then no other class can extend from this class, and that will break cell phone and fixed line phone. We don't want to do that. We want certain classes to inherit from the parent class, but then certain other classes should not be allowed to inherit from the class. So we need to permit some classes, but we need to stop certain classes. This is the use case, and this very thing will be solved by the sealed and non-sealed keywords that we will see later in this video. Thank you. In order to have some control over inheritance hierarchy and permit only certain classes to inherit from a parent class, we need to change the declaration of the parent class. What we need to do is we need to tell the compiler that this is a sealed class. To do that, we use the keyword sealed. Now, as soon as we put the keyword sealed, we see a warning. It says that you need to add the permits clause. So let's do that. We use the keyword permits, and here we give the classes which are allowed to inherit from this class. So we give the name cell phone and fixed line phone. Now, we are saying that phone is a sealed class. It means the classes which are allowed to inherit from this class, they must be in the permits clause. So we say that only cell phone and fixed line phone, these two classes are allowed to extend the phone class. No other class should be allowed to extend from the phone class. And as soon as we do that, we see there is an error in the radio class because radio is no longer allowed to extend from the class. So that solves our problem number one. We can simply now remove the extend clause from the radio. Now we need to complete this setup. It says that all sealed classes, the subclasses of the sealed class must either be final, sealed, or non-sealed. What does that mean? Because we are trying to control the inheritance hierarchy. We are saying that only these two classes are allowed. So we need to like create a boundary around all the classes and subclasses. So we cannot leave the subclass open. We need to tell the compiler whether this is a sealed class. If the child is a sealed class, then uh, it also needs to have a permits clause so that the compiler has an idea, okay, what other classes can extend from the child class. Or we can say that this is a final class, which means that cell phone will extend from the phone class, but then this hierarchy, this inheritance tree is closed here. No other class should be able to extend from the cell phone class. So that closes one end. The second thing is, for example, we say that, okay, fixed line phone can extend from the phone, but this again is a sealed class, which means it has a closed space. So in that case, we will have to give a permits section, and we'll have to mention the classes which are allowed to extend from the fixed line phone. Or we can say that this is basically a non-sealed class. That is also fine. Okay, so if we do that, what does it mean? So we start from the beginning. We said that the phone is a sealed class. Now cell phone and fixed line phones are allowed to inherit from the phone class. That means that any class, any other class cannot extend directly from the phone, because this class is not in the permit section. So this is not allowed. But what if I want to extend from the child, which is essentially the same thing? So can we do that? I need to give the cell phone. So this is possible. That's why there is a condition that these subclasses must either be final, sealed, or non-sealed. Now we are saying that, okay, radio is not a phone, but we are trying to say that radio is a cell phone. Now this is actually an error, a compile time error, because we said that the cell phone is final, which means no other class can extend from this particular class. So this case is also covered. That's why radio cannot extend from the cell phone. But can it extend from the fixed line phone? Yes, because this is not a final class and this is also not a sealed class. It is basically a non-sealed class. It means we are saying that, okay, this is flexible enough and any other class can extend from the fixed line phone. If we don't want to do that, we have two choices. We can either mark it final, then this is also closed for the inheritance, or we can create a sealed class again. So the child is also a sealed class with a limited scope, and we can only permit the classes that we want to extend from the fixed line phone. So that's how we work with sealed and non-sealed keywords, and that's how we can have a control over the inheritance hierarchy. So that's it for now on the sealed and non-sealed. Thank you. In this video, we will cover one last thing on the sealed, which is sealed interfaces. So just like sealed classes, we can seal interfaces as well. So we have a new interface, tunable, which has a single method tune. Then the phone class is implementing the tunable interface. But we know that a radio, it makes sense with radio that radio is tunable because we tune the frequencies. So a phone should not be allowed to implement the tunable interface. So just like classes, we can seal the interfaces. The logic remains the same. So we use the keyword sealed. Then we provide a permits section and we say that only radio class is allowed to implement the tunable interface. So as soon as we do that, we see there is an error in the phone class which says that phone is not allowed in the sealed hierarchy. So we have to remove that. So we remove the interface implementation from the phone class. Now we come to the radio. This is allowed to implement the tunable interface. So we do that and we add the missing method tune. But same as classes, because the interface is sealed and we are trying to implement the interface, we have to mark this class sealed, non-sealed, or final. So we know the drill. We can mark the radio class final or non-sealed, which means it is open. So any class that is extending from the radio that will have the access to the tune method, or we can have a closed space which is sealed. Then this class will have its own permit section. So that covers everything on the sealed and non-sealed keywords, and we covered the classes and interfaces both. That should be all on the sealed and non-sealed keywords. Thank you.